Have you ever walked into a grocery store and felt like you'd been gently removed from reality? 1 second it's bright outside, the next you're sealed inside a massive box with no windows, no sunlight, and absolutely no idea how long you've been there. Time stops. The outside world ceases to exist, and somehow you end up buying snacks you don't even remember putting in your cart. That weird, windowless feeling isn't random, and it's definitely not bad architecture. I'm Professor Everything, and today we'll be answering the question, why do grocery stores rarely have windows? Right here on Explaining Everything. The first reason is psychological and slightly evil, but in a friendly corporate way. Windows give you a sense of time. You see the sun moving, the sky changing. Maybe it's suddenly dark outside, and you realize you've been shopping long enough to qualify for a loyalty medal. Grocery stores don't want that. Instead, they use constant, evenly bright lighting so your brain loses track of time completely. Noon looks exactly like 7 p.m. inside a grocery store. There's no sunset, no shadows, just eternal artificial daylight. When shoppers lose their sense of time, they tend to stay longer. And the longer you stay, the more likely you are to think things like, you know what? I deserve premium cheese. Windows interrupt that spell. Fluorescent lights keep you suspended in a timeless grocery dimension where snacks feel emotionally necessary. Every wall inside a grocery store is potential shelf space, and shelves are where the money lives. Windows take up room. That room could have been holding potato chips, pasta sauce, or 17 different kinds of mustard you didn't know existed. From a store's perspective, a window is basically a shelf that doesn't sell anything, and that's unacceptable behavior. Solid walls let stores line every inch with products, signs, and promotional displays screaming things like limited time, even though that product has been there since 2014. Windows just sit there, letting light in, contributing nothing to quarterly earnings. In grocery logic, if a surface isn't selling food, it's wasting everyone's time. Here's where we get very practical. Sunlight is not friendly to groceries. Direct sunlight can fade packaging, degrade labels, and in some cases affect the quality of food itself, especially things like dairy, produce, and items sensitive to heat and light. Grocery stores work hard to keep temperatures stable. Refrigerated sections already consume massive amounts of energy, and windows make temperature control harder. Sunlight equals heat. Heat equals stressed refrigerators. Stressed refrigerators equal unhappy managers and slightly suspicious milk. By avoiding windows, stores can maintain consistent temperatures throughout the building, reduce energy loss, and keep food looking fresh instead of sun-kissed in a bad way. Without windows, grocery stores control everything you experience: lighting, layout, mood, and movement. They decide how bright it is. They decide which aisles feel cozy and which ones feel like you should move faster. They even decide where you naturally walk, because there's no visual distraction pulling your attention elsewhere. Windows invite outside focus. Cars passing by. Weather changes. People walking dogs who look happier than you while choosing cereal. Grocery stores don't want competition for your attention. Inside the store, The only thing you're supposed to look at is food and prices and food and slightly better versions of food. This controlled environment makes shopping more predictable, more efficient, and yes, more profitable. You might be thinking, wait, I've seen grocery stores with windows. And you're right, some do have them, especially newer or high-end locations. But notice where those windows usually are: near entrances, cafes, or seating areas, not lining the main shopping aisles. Even when grocery stores add windows, they're careful not to break the core idea. Keep shoppers focused inward. Windows may exist, but they are strategically placed so they don't mess with product displays, temperature control, or your sense of time. The grocery store still wins. So why do grocery stores rarely have windows? Because windows remind you that the outside world exists. And grocery stores would prefer you forget that for just a little while, so you can concentrate on extremely important decisions, like whether you need 2 kinds of peanut butter. No windows mean no clocks, no sunlight, no distractions, and no easy escape from impulse buying. You walk in for bread. You walk out questioning how you spent that much money without buying a single actual meal. The grocery store isn't a box because it's boring. It's a box because it works. And next time you're standing in aisle 7, wondering how long you've been there, just remember, the sun is still out there somewhere, probably. If you enjoyed this windowless, time-warping grocery store adventure, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more brain-bending answers to everyday questions. And if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about, here on Explaining Everything.